Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. In this tutorial, I'm going to share with you how to draft and color a simple pieced block using Electric Quilt 8. And I'll have a second tutorial on drafting the same block using Design N Quilt. On the home screen in Electric Quilt, I'll select Design a Block from Scratch and select a New Block Pieced Easy Draw Block. In the Precision toolbar, change the block width and height to 6, set the snaps at 6 by 6, and snapping options just snap to grid. With the Grid tool, set the columns and rows at 3 by 3 and click, hold, and drag from the upper left corner to the lower right corner to create a 9 patch. Select the Line tool and in the upper left corner draw a diagonal line and then draw the right and bottom edges of a square. Then in the adjoining square, draw 2 slanted lines creating a V-block unit. With the Pick tool, drag a box and select everything that was drawn other than the original 9 patch, and under Advanced Symmetry, select Clone Rotate 90 and position on the right, clone Rotate 90, drag those crosshairs in the center and position along the bottom, clone Rotate 90, drag the crosshairs in the center and position on the left. Then with the Grid tool, change columns and rows to 2 by 2 and drag to create a 4 patch in the center. Select the Color tab, select Add to Project Sketchbook. Notice EQ is asking for a name before saving, so I'm going to select OK. Make sure that the project navigated to my EQ8 projects, and under File Name, type in a name for the project and select Save. Rather than using one of the thousands of fabrics within EQ, I decided to bring in some fabrics from Moda. So under Fabric Tools, I'm going to open Library. Since the fabrics are already on my computer, I just need to bring them into the program. So I'm going to select Import from Image Files. And I'm going to navigate to where I saved this. And the collection was Winter Flurries, and I had saved it under My EQ8 Images. With the Shift key on your keyboard, select the first and last image, and then with the Control or Command key, select each of the items that you do not want to include in the transferred images. Select Open. Because this is a large file, it may take a while for it all to populate. And I will do a Select All Fabrics, Add to Sketchbook, and Close. And I'm going to scroll to the end to find all of the new fabrics. Use the paintbrush to color the patches on the quilt block. To see a larger fabric swatch, you can click on the button to detach the fabric preview and put that to the right of the block on the computer. Now you can use Fussy Cut to show different pieces of the fabric and select Add to Project Sketchbook. Select Print and Export, and we're going to cover a couple of options for piecing this quilt. First of all, select Rotary Cutting and select Preview. Notice that it gives cutting size for each of the patches, and it tells me how many patches I need of each of the pieces of fabric. Select Foundation to see another option for piecing the quilt. Under the Section tab, EQ automatically sections and numbers everything for me. Select Preview and Click, hold, and drag to reposition any of the patches on the sheet of paper. Now my goal was to get them all to fit on one sheet. And this is a grayscale version. I could have also selected under options a color fill. And if I do a preview, again, I would still have to move those, but it will look a little bit different. And if I don't like the sectioning, I can select Start Over, and now I can select everything in a section and go ahead and select Group. And I can do another preview, and this actually might be even easier to piece, so I can go ahead and print out my foundation. Then I'll go ahead and close. In another video, I will share with you how to draft this same block using Quilt and Design.